Hello, I'm Anderson and welcome to my world of wood. Today I'm going to be making notepad covers with my grandpa who's visiting for the week. I started by tracing out the cover of the notepads. I used 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch stock, cherry and birch. I made sure to mark where we would drill the holes and the sides to cut and sand to. Next, I took it over to the bandsaw to cut out the shapes. I cut the two out of cherry, and my grandpa had to cut his birch closer to the lines later during the sanding portion. After that, I got out the death sander. I started with sanding my notebook covers for my grandma. I rounded over the corners and sanded to the line. I also softened all the corners and then handed the sander off to my grandpa. As I mentioned earlier, he had to go back with his birch notebook cover and cut off some of the material with the bandsaw. I also did a bit of hand sanding and got the drill press set up. Then I had the drill press set up. I got a light and started drilling. I got done with mine, but we decided we needed a bigger hole for the copper coil we were going to make. So I replaced the drill bit and then re-drilled all of my holes. Then I gave it over to my grandpa to drill his. Now I want to burn a design onto the notebook. My grandma wanted a heart, so I drew one and used my stencil to put her name on it. I started burning and found a stroke that I wanted to use. I shaded the inside fading light in the middle to dark on the outside. I then burned peg on the notepad on the bottom and checked on my grandpa, who had his own wood burner. I just took a pipe to coil the copper wire, and it worked beautifully. I'm really happy with how it turned out, the copper wire and the burning. And then I finally put a finish on it just in time for it to dry before my grandparents left. But sadly, I did not get a picture. I am really happy with how it turned out. My grandpa burned a lighthouse on his, as you can see. And if you enjoyed at any point in this video, please leave a like and subscribe and go ahead and comment down below. I'd love to hear your suggestions. And I'll see you next time on Anderson's World of Wood.